found an enemy in me. Whoa, whoa.
No, well, hang on. You asked if we had any example of something coming from nothing. No.
Correct. As far as you know, in any kind of scientific history, has that ever happened?
No.
Nope, including God. Have you ever had an example of a supernatural being who creates universes out of nothing and personally listens to the lives of every single one of the 6 billion people on Earth and either just came from nothing or was always there?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. That's what science is saying.
Okay.
Well,
no, we don't have an example of anything coming from nothing.
Correct, and then that's great because that's what the Big Bang Theory is saying.
No,
it's not. If you can say that, you don't understand the Big Bang Theory.
Well, I understand the scientific method, and the first part is observation. And you can't prove it to be a fact unless you observed it. Now,
yeah, but
if you don't take the historical accuracy of the Bible, you may as well throw out every history book ever written.
Stop. Hang on. You're going down this really common bad road of absolutes. Oh, you can't prove anything that you can't have seen or witnessed. The orbital period of the former planet Pluto is 200 and some odd years. Yet we have not known about Pluto's existence or observed it long enough to know that it actually takes that long to go around it. We haven't even been able to observe it for one full rotation yet, and yet we know what its orbital period is. We don't have to observe the whole thing. And
well, I'm just throwing back with the scientific method.
Yeah, but you are misunderstanding because you're throwing out this claim that what science says is if you don't personally witness something, then you can't say it happened, and that's just not true.
That's not the scientific method. Then I must be reading a different scientific method.
Apparently, you are. You should stop reading science books by creationists.
See, the thing is that what you're doing is committing a logical fallacy because the observation is that the universe exists. We've made that observation, and now we're going to see if we can find out what the explanation for this is. Your method, where you're saying that you have to have observed the universe beginning.
No, it's not my method. That's the scientific method. The scientists are the ones that are saying it's a fact.
No, I'm sorry.
Saying what's a fact?
Well, you name it. Evolution.
Evolution is a fact. Change over time is a fact.
Well, I've never seen any transitional forms.
Well, then you haven't
looked
for them.
Go to
toporigins.org. The only reason you haven't seen this stuff is because you haven't looked or because you're disregarding them. Because what happens is every time, let's say in the process from man and our common ancestor with apes, every time you've got the two, you find an early one and they